Hey there guys, welcome to the Weeb Lounge, and what I have for you today is a whole bunch of starter tips if you're just getting into Princess Connect Redive. These tips are in no particular order, they're not the top 10, they are true veteran player tips that are going to make your life much easier, spend your quartz wiser, advance your characters quicker, rank up just as fast, and in the long run, you're going to be a happy player. All right, now let's get right into it. The very first thing you need to do is go to the App Media Wiki. Okay, I got a screenshot up here. I'm going to put a link down in the description. appmedia.jp/precon/redive. It's got all the information you could possibly need. Strategies, which characters are the best, etc. It's in Japanese, which means you will need a Google Translate add-on for Chrome in order to read it in English, and with that you're going to have a slew of knowledge to help you progress through this game. That's first and foremost. If you're going to play for a while, do that, get to the page, learn it. Now, the next tip is don't spend your quartz. Now, any of these gacha games, they're designed to where when you log in, you get stamina really quick, you level up really quick, you keep getting more and more and more, and you could, a lot of these games you can play for hours and hours on end just after you install it. There's going to be a huge temptation for you to go to the gacha and start spending jewels, quartz, whatever it may be, just non-stop trying to get a whole bunch of characters as quickly as possible. Do not do that in Princess Connect Redive. Absolutely not. Stockpile. Why? Because of the Princess Fest gacha. This gacha shows up once about every 3 months or so. So yeah, you might be waiting for a little while, but that's actually a good thing. Your typical chance to pull a really good 3-star character is 2.5%. Well, in the Princess Fest, you have a whole bunch of the best characters in the game, and the chances of getting a character is 5%. It's incredibly high compared to just about any other game. So if you stockpile that quartz, wait for this to come up, start rolling like mad, you're going to get some of the best characters in the game. I'm talking Princess Kokoro, Neneka, Princess Pecorine, and a whole bunch of other ones. Muimi, Chris, I mean, they're all in there. And it is the best gacha to wait for and the best one to dump your quartz. So save up. Now with that, how do you save up? How do you advance? Well, quite simple. Push the main story as far as you can get it. As far as you can get it. Now, I'm at the tail end here, you know, I've been playing for a little bit now. But the thing is, you want to push as far as you can, not worrying about how many stars you get when you complete a quest. If you complete a quest and get 3 stars, you get a little bit of a bonus quartz. That, of course, is very good. You do want that, but you don't want to focus on that right away. You want to push the story as far as you can, because the further you get higher tiered gear. That higher tiered gear lets you make your characters higher in rank. So the further you go, the higher rank you get, and you get different stuff. Plus it unlocks other hard modes, and then you can push the hard modes and so on. It's really important to not focus on necessarily how many stars you get. Just go as far as you can, because that's going to unlock a mass amount of gear that's going to help your characters level up, which in turn is going to help you get further into the story. Now, on that same notion, don't forget about the side quests. That's these guys right here. What these are past events that they kind of redid just a little bit and threw them back into the game for other players who haven't had a chance to do them to get in there and do them. Each one of these you can get a character out of. Like if you complete the whole thing, you get a character. Okay, granted it's generally just going to be a little 1-star character, but hey, it's free characters, right? Plus all the quartz and other stuff that you get along with it. So it's just like progressing through the normal storyline, right? Oh, apparently she has something to tell me. That's one of the characters. Well, that's not one of the characters you can get, but I got her previously. But anyways, your typical event is kind of this same format, but when it's a side quest, you know, there's not like there's no boss tickets or anything to grind. There's no like shop or anything to do. You go through, you do just the basic storyline. You can do the hard modes and everything if you want, and the bosses are there too. Well, the great thing about the bosses is that it doesn't cost anything to do, and they're raid bosses, so you can keep doing them over and over and over as many times as you want. If you wipe, fight again. If you wipe, fight again. Even if you're only taking 1% of their health away each time, over time, you do it 100 times, they're dead if you only do 1%. So you get the bonuses from these. So do the, you know, normal, hard, very hard. Just get in there and do them. I mean, even if you just install the game, you can go straight here, start fighting them, and try to whittle it down. I mean, you're not going to do very good if you do that, but you can. So, you know, basically, this is all free stuff. Get a whole bunch of quartz, a whole bunch of gear. It's an awesome thing to do. Awesome, awesome thing to do. Now, another thing you're going to find is, like I said, when you install, you're going to get stamina like mad. Okay, and then there's going to become this point where your stamina starts to run dry and it slows down to a normal pace. Well, when it does that, I'm going to actually encourage you to spend some money on the game. Seriously. Now, there is the stamina pack in the game. And if you go to the menu here, top left again, this little pack here. $4.21 changes on the exchange rate with a US dollar and yen, but that's a really awesome one to get. I've been buying that for a while. If you're willing to spend, you know, $4.21, my God, do it, because what this does is it gives you 500 extra stamina every single day to use on your quest, to grind, to do whatever. You're going to level up a hell of a lot quicker. You're going to get a lot more gear quicker. Everything's going to go quicker. I mean, it really is a no-brainer to get this, at least for a good while. Now, since I started playing, I've got this pack, and every time it's run out, I've got the pack, and I'm still getting that pack. Like I said, if you're willing to spend $4, give them $4. It's worth it. It makes the game more enjoyable. And believe me, I would not be, you know, ranked 129 if I didn't do that. I'd probably be like around 85, maybe 90 if I didn't do it. Probably even less. I mean, it's that helpful. It is truly that helpful. Now, you have the arena and you have the dungeons. Get over to those. The arena are these two down here. Now, if you just installed and you just started playing, some of these are going to be locked for you. They're going to unlock pretty quick. But both arenas have a daily to do. Now, you might not have any good characters to go into battle, right? You might have 5 pieces of nothing, level nothing, and you're going to get absolutely destroyed if you try any PvP, right? Who cares? Who cares? The daily that you need to do is to participate in one. Nothing about winning it. There's other achievements for winning, but you can get that later on. Get into both arenas, do both arenas every day. Even if you get completely destroyed, that's fine. You get dailies, you get free stuff. The same thing goes for the dungeon here. Now, I've already done mine for the day, and I'm all the way up on Extreme 3, but I haven't even cleared it yet because that last boss is oof. But these are some things that you need to do, and believe me, you need to do them. Here's what you do. You do the normal. Once you get it completed, at the very end, that boss, it's going to drop something that you can put in your guild house. A stamina generating little pillar of food thing. Whatever it is. I don't know. It generates stamina in your guild house. And then once you complete that one, you move to the hard mode, you get another one of those stamina generating things. Same here. Same here. Same here. You get them in all of them. So ideally, you want to complete as many as you can. And believe me, this very last one's really hard. I'm still working on it. But that's a whole bunch of extra stamina that you're going to generate over time, and just from letting it sit in your guild house. That is the easiest way to get stamina at all. But here's a little bit of tip for those who start getting it slightly more advanced and they can get to this Extreme 3. The Extreme 2 boss is fairly difficult. And you might find yourself getting all the way to the boss very easily, and maybe even getting the boss almost dead. But even if you can't kill him, that's perfectly fine. Jump over to Extreme 3. and do the first 4 tiers there. You get a whole bunch more dungeon coins in Extreme 3 than you do Extreme. You could clear all of Extreme 2 and not get as many dungeon coins as you would just doing the first 4 tiers of Extreme 3. That'll help you get some memory crystals. That'll help you level up characters. And all that, like I said, get all that stuff quicker, better, faster. And then once you get your characters high enough level, you go back, you finish off that boss, get the stamina goodie, come back, work on that. I'm still working on that one, obviously. Now, the guild house. The guild house is one of those things that you really need to remember. Now, as you can see here, these are all the stamina generating things that I have. And a lot of people tend to forget that you have to come in here, open up this little menu here, go in your box, and put these down on the ground. Otherwise, they don't generate stamina. They just sit in your inventory being worthless. Make sure you do that. My God, make sure you do. Because as you can see here, this is just after, I think, 4 or 5 hours. And, you know, overnight, it racks up, it racks up, it racks up. And it is a ridiculous amount of stamina for you to get. And one thing that you want to make sure that you don't forget to do is that along with the big stamina one here, these 3 guys over here, you know, the mana, the skip tickets, the EXP potions, as you rank up, you can level these up too. Don't forget to level them up every single time you can do it. If you don't do it, you're jipping yourself out of stamina, you're jipping yourself out of resources. Easy stuff to do. And while I'm here, don't forget about bond rank. Just don't. Got the little gifts here. These guys right here, like, I got some pie. Who wants some pie? Let's give her some pie. She likes the pie. I like the pie. Anyways, don't forget to get in there. When you get your character's higher rank, they also get a few stat bonuses. So, you know, just feeding a girl a bunch of pie or cake or whatever. I mean, that cake makes girls stronger in this game. Maybe that's a real life thing. I don't know. But that's basically the overall gist for the starter tips that I have for you. Push as far as you can. Save your quartz for that Princess Fest gacha, because the Princess Fest gacha is going to be 5%. If I go here and I can find it real quick and I can show you. You can see 2.5% for that 3-star character. The Princess Fest, it's 5%. Twice the chance. Well, there's some kind of math involved there. It might not be quite twice the chance, but it's a lot bigger chance. So save that quartz. That's probably the most important thing. Saving your quartz and that app media page. Go to that app media page and for the love of God, research anything. And the only time I'm going to say to blow your quartz on things that are not in the Princess Fest is a gacha opens up with a triple S rank awesome character, right? Like Summer Salient, okay? She goes anywhere. She buffs everything, like magic attack, physical attack, technique points. You know, she's like awesome to have in pretty much any group. She fits into any group. So she is a awesome super character. If she pops up in a gacha, go ahead and go for her, because that is a really good character. But otherwise, save the quartz, Princess Fest gacha. I can't stress that enough, along with the app media page. And with that, like, subscribe, share, whatever button's in front of you. I really appreciate it. And if you have anything to say down below, or maybe I missed a little something, make sure to comment. See you in the next video.